was nice knowing you, E-Robs. Thanks for coming. We already miss you.
E-Robs is fine, by the way. Their character.
Let's clarify that, please.
Well, I'll clarify. I had her to use this new technology that hooked up to her that if her character dies, she dies.
No.
You're a real piece of shit, Adam.
This is not Sword Art Online.
I just want to start that off right now.
She's fine. She's writing Heated Rivalry 2 right now. It's totally okay.
She's coming. She's going to be in here permanently, right? Another
she's just
character
late.
coming in
She's
anyway.
late right now.
For real, though, when we were all logged in, I was like, what looks weird? Why does the call look weird? Oh, there's 5 instead of 6.
Missing a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
50% less Emily in here.
It is, in fact. That's what I'm like, y'all, it feels less cool in here. What's going on? Like 50% less cool.
Yeah, welcome back to Under the Table. It's episode 81. I should have done this last episode, but I didn't want to because everybody had a lot of hero points and it was a big fight. But it's technically resetting time. So we're going to reset here at 81. So everybody should have 1 hero point.
Oh, no.
I had
not
3.
Oh, no.
I don't want to get rid.
Keep losing them.
We got to start using them, guys.
Yeah, this is a
We got to
lesson.
start using them.
Speak
Will
for
I learn it
yourself.
this
I was
time?
out.
Yeah. Everybody reset that. We are running a little low on inspiration, so I don't think I'm going to read one for the group, just because I don't have a lot. So, listeners,
This is
know
your
what to do.
task.
this is your time.
Y'all, don't let Alex show you all up, okay? I mean, like, don't
We
get me
need
wrong.
something to temper his madness.
Yeah.
All right. So, banter.
The best way to start one.
Normal human conversation.
Proceed. Initiate.
Two things happened to me. We don't have to talk about either one of them if somebody has something better, but I'm just going to say it.
We might.
I finished the main story of Ghost of Tsushima today.
Nice. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's a really, really beautiful, cool game. And then I also went and saw my second favorite fish show I've ever seen last weekend. So that was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Had to beat out like 3,000 other fish shows.
That was my 30th show.
Oh my God.
3-0.
That's amazing.
That was your dirty 30?
That was my dirty 30, dude. And
Wow.
it was hot. I mean, we were outside in Raleigh and it was so hot. I sweat through my clothes like 3 times. And it was the same clothes. I just sweat through them 3 times.
I kept looping around.
Yeah. But the show was awesome. I was hanging out with the Vance brothers from Chance Fisher. So that was an extra layer of special on top of it. We got to play some music. We did a couple Exhibit A's. If you know, you know. And yeah, the fish show was incredible. And the Ghost of Tsushima game was also incredible. One more incredible than the other. I'll let you guess which one that is. How about you guys? How's things going for you?
Back on the grind after the summer, which I didn't really. I mean, I was grinding all summer too, but it was just I like took a job painting, like not artistic painting, like industrial painting. But I painted and had summer classes, which I'm still in, but now I'm back to actually teaching kids. So it's a different work vibe, which
Totally.
the frustrating thing, like the saga of my right foot continues. Like I was 90-0, like physical labor all summer, not one problem with the leg I had surgery on. Second day back to regular school, like my heel swells up and I'm having to wear a boot.
Lame, man.
Yeah, but
That's boo boo.
well, I mean, at least it's not
You know what it is?
as bad as it has been. You know?
It's all that
Be a painter, not
influx
a
of
teacher.
it's all that influx of cooties.
That is.
You know?
A lot of people forget
my
about
Achilles tendon is just loaded with
It's just
Oh,
loaded.
speaking of Achilles tendon, Grace and I watched Troy to get ready to watch The Odyssey.
Hey, that movie
You know,
is rough.
I had never seen that movie. It's not so bad, dude. It's it's not great, but it's not as bad as people made it out to be when it came out. I think
Look,
the
it's
problem is that
enjoyable.
it came out after Gladiator and after 300, and people were getting fatigued with the kind of Greco-Roman.
I will never
Epics.
forgive that movie. There's lots of things I'll forgive, but making Achilles straight? No, sir.
Well, what are you going to do, man? I don't know.
I'm going to see the Odyssey Sunday, though. I'm excited.
Nice. I saw it on
yeah, dude.
Thursday. It was pretty good. I was like, yeah, let me go see if I can find if there's an IMAX. I can see it and
Oh, cool.
see it true how it's supposed to be seen. There is not one in like 3 states around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A true,
There's like, I was
There's
just like,
not an
maybe it's in
IMAX in
Slidell.
New Orleans?
a
There's
true
not one in
IMAX.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like freaking
There used to be.
Houston.
Okay,
or
I was like, I'm not crazy. There used to be one.
There used to be one at the aquarium.
Yeah,
but
they
when
used to bundle it. Like, you could do like a full day thing with the aquarium, the
Yeah.
Audubon Zoo, and the
But
IMAX.
they redid the aquarium and expanded it and got rid of the IMAX.
oh, that's sad to hear. I didn't
It's
even
like,
know that.
It's like Grace and I are like, I bet they're kicking themselves now, like.
Yeah, I bet they are.
But
a lot more movies,
they do
maybe.
have a 70 millimeter theater here. It's not an IMAX, but it is. You still can see it in 70 millimeter at the Britannia, which is where we're going to go see it.
Heck yeah. Well, y'all
Is
have a
that
good
the
time.
same place we saw live at Pompeii?
No,
Okay, that's just a regular
is
movie
like
theater.
yeah, but that theater, it is special because it has IMAX sound.
Okay.
Which is why we went there to see it, because it has like the very in-depth sound system.
I realized I felt so behind the times. Me, John, and Dustin went and saw Supergirl a couple weeks ago, and we had a good time. But it gets like past the previews and everything, and the actual movie starts, and my chair started vibrating and shifting and stuff. And I was like, what's happening? And it's like,
Really,
it was
you,
like
Grandpa?
part of it. Yeah, it
Yeah,
like freaked me out for a minute.
Had them D-box seats. Yeah, those things are cool.
Right, yeah.
This thing's a gyrating and
It
such.
was. It was like shaking and vibrating. I was like, is this normal?
Yeah, I love seeing like
I've just
the
been
superhero
penetrated.
movies with those.
Well, and I was like, once I got, a few minutes in and I was hip to it, I was like, oh, this is cool. But then I felt bad because I was next to this, like, the teenage girl and her mom. And I felt like my chair was interrupting her movie experience. Like, I think they had theirs turned down and didn't like it. And I was like, I felt like a jerk because my chair was just.
There are other options. There are other
They made the
movies.
decisions that they
Yes.
made,
Yeah,
It's,
had it
it's
on
like
Max.
on an airplane, like whoever's sitting next to the window gets to decide whether or not that shade's up or not.
Yeah.
Like that's just part of it. It's just part of it.
Like, unless you tell me, like, hey, I have got a headache, like, I'm gonna be a decent human, but, like, if nobody says nothing, hey, it's going up. I want to see.
I mean, I'm going to at least have it up for takeoff and landing.
Yes.
I'll close it while we're just up in the sky,
Yeah.
but I need to see us land.
Yeah.
Not that I can have any control about what happens, but I just feel better about like being able to anticipate when those wheels are going to touch. the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Because otherwise it's very startling and it freaks me out.
Well, I just like, and I know we have, more access now than we did when we were kids, maybe, but like still just the experience of being able to look down at the ground from that high up is neat.
Yes.
Yeah. I took that to the extreme when I went skydiving.
You are
Yeah.
crazy. Like, much love, but
I was very young, I don't think I would do that now. No, I don't think I would do that now. But when I was younger, it's like invincible.
You went kind of Dr. Seuss with it there for a second. I don't think I
All
would
the
do that.
places
No,
will
I
go.
wouldn't. I don't think I would do that. Sam, I
I
am.
do not like skydiving now, Sam. No, I do not. Oh, man. I also started a new book, but like, I don't know. We could get into all the things, but the new book is really cool. It's called The Passage. It's just like kind of pre-post-apocalyptic, if that makes sense. Like you're right at the beginning stages of an apocalypse. And the apocalypse may or may not involve vampires. I still haven't fully
figured that
understood
out.
exactly
Yeah.
what's going on, but there's definitely some vampire-like stuff happening. But it's like not the romantic gothic style vampires. It's some sort of virus.
Ugly vampires.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you messaged me about that book, and Hoopla and Libby both failed me. Neither one of them had it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I'm enjoying it. I think you really would too. It reads like a blend of Stephen King and Michael Crichton, right? It's kind of has the like scientifically researched, medical
Jargon.
well, like, yeah, but problem or conflict, like that's the driving force is some science gone wrong, and then it has the character focus that Stephen King has, where you really start to care about the characters pretty quickly because of the amount of time he spends giving them the proper amounts of backstory and stuff, like the first 60 pages, you wouldn't have any idea that it has anything to do other than a story of this girl's terrible life that she had to endure, but then things get weird. So
But wait, there's more.
yeah, it's very good. It's apparently one of 3. It's a trilogy. So it's got some books to read in the future. Going to get on Dungeon Crawler Carl book 2 eventually here, an audio book. Yeah.
I started 6 yesterday. I'm 11 chapters in.
Yay! It's happening.
So good. So good.
I'm pretty jazzed.
I've been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl for like a couple of years now. I find with that series, like I love it. I truly think it's very much transcends its genre and is a classic already. But when I finish one of the books, I'm like burnt out on it. And I'm like, I need to read 3 other things and then I'll go to the next book,
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you've read it like 82 times or something.
That's not true. 13.
That's a mild exaggeration.
13 is a lot.
That is a
Is
lot.
a lot.
It's what
Well,
I
we've
have on
already-
the background. I
Yeah,
tell you.
it's all good. You could be listening to our shows so you could be up to date with what's going on in the story you're telling, but that's okay. Listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl for the 14th time. I'm not here to judge you, even though it sounds like I totally am.
Judgely.
I was like, he said, judgely. Well, I have to say real quick, Claire Queen Bee came and stayed with me
cool.
for a night.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
I've been following her journey on YouTube Shorts.
It was a lot of fun. We hung out for about 3 hours, and then she took an Epsom salt bath. I had her full like chill, relax your body for a few hours set up, and then she went to bed, and it was lovely. And then she left that morning.
Oh,
That's wonderful.
Shout out to Queen Bee and shout out to you for giving her a pleasant stop on her cross country journey that she took.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Shout out, Queen Bee. I don't know if you're still listening, but if you do and you get to this, we were thinking about you
The vibes
right
are
here
there.
and right now.
Stat, right? Stat, meow, meow.
You know where the vibes are immaculate is in this little cave with these Nycteras because they're better than they have been. Let's put it like that.
Okay, you know what?
This
Fair.
is the first space in here that you guys have felt. Well, I don't even know. You haven't even had time to feel anything, but at least these creatures are friendly towards you. So there is that. You guys remember how you got here, right? Like I know we just kind of went over it off air,
Walked in the
but
damn door.
well, you ran in the door. Right. Yeah, one of the Nycteras, I think Beth is what I named her, guided you to their little hovel. You guys went in there, closed the door behind you as Isuvu drew the ire of the hound further away from you guys so you could escape.
Brave
You guys don't know her. Yeah, you guys don't know her fate. We do, but that's okay. Dramatic irony is fun. So we're going to jump into it. As you go in this room and the doors close, you find yourself, it's like pitch black in here. No lights. So none of those crystal lanterns anywhere to be seen in here. This wall is made of rock, so it's like all jagged and, you know, it's not the smooth crystal walls that really stand out in the rest of this temple. You know, this feels like they probably
And
dug
more
this
natural.
out. Yeah, they probably dug this out and found their way here. You know, so you go in. One of them recognizes the ring. They can see in the dark. Apparently, they got dark vision, and
Bats.
and yeah, it's because they're bats, and they sonically see your ring that they recognize as their queen's crown, and that is where we left. Let me get some appropriate music, and I'm going to hand this one over to you guys at this point because a lot has just happened. This is the first time you guys are able to catch your breath, and I want you guys to have that opportunity to suss that out. So, without further ado, you're up.
Bat subjects. Could you light a candle, please?
All right, I don't think we have any candles on account of us not needing them.
Jules pulls out what looks to be a torch for a second. Well, you don't see that. But she starts cranking something and you hear this.
Well, as she goes to do that, George realizes he's still hugging Jules, like from when she ran in the door, and like awkwardly, like, like my bad.
Oh, fuck.
And with that little jump back, it lights up because the torch sheds, this mechanical torch sheds bright light in either a 20-foot radius or dim light in a 40-foot cone.
You have a mechanical torch?
I do.
What?
I like to be
That's
prepared.
You've got a
pretty
big
cool.
lighter
That's so Alkenstar.
in Pathfinder?
Basically. But yeah,
Let me
so
see. Let me get this out and about for you so you can actually use it.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so you pull that out. Does anybody else have any light sources?
I don't. Other than a torch. I mean, I could pull out a regular torch, you know, but like,
Does anybody have light?
Nope. I'm your spellcaster, and I don't have that spell.
Oh, man. Okay.
I have so many cantrips, and not one of them is light. But I do have a musical accompaniment, so while we're, fumbling through and trying to find lanterns and stuff, you just hear like really soft, pleasant background violin music.
I mean, it's a 20-foot radius. We should have plenty of light in here now.
Yeah, we got a little lantern.
I just got to put a regular torch in your inventory to do that.
Gotcha. Okay. Little Nictera friends, Beth, was it Beth? Did I get that right?
Right, yeah, it's Beth with a
Oh, Beth. Sorry.
Beth.
Apologies.
Bethany, friend of mine.
So, okay, this creature thing, how long does it stay out there? Can we go check on a friend?
what? No, I wouldn't do that. Well, I mean, I don't know, actually, but it never comes in here. And that's why I brought you here. But the thing is that it did look a little tired. So, maybe you could go out, but I don't know why you would. We have, we got dirt here.
What a host. Okay, so I noticed that this was a primarily dirt hovel, admirable as it is, but why does the dog not come in here?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Oh, so there's no, like, safeguard or enchantment or anything like that that's preventing
No,
him?
not that we done. Right? I mean, it tried to get right there once, right in the door frame, but it knocked some stuff down And so if you look like the hallway that you came in, there's like rubble all pushed up against the edges of the wall, and the wall's kind of like concaved and dented, so it's not flat. And they say, well, ever since then, it just hadn't been able to come in here.
Very interesting.
Can I scratch the, like, it's just packed dirt in here, right? It's just stone, packed dirt.
And bat shit. Surely.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Like in
that's
a
the
corner.
guano. That's the guano.
Like, it's just regular dirt on the wall. Like,
Right, like, as opposed to what other kind of dirt?
I didn't know
Like
if you guys...
special dirt?
Yeah, if you guys, like, packed
Do you
your
have
nests.
any special dirt?
I mean, yeah, actually. And
I
she
can whip
pulls
some
out
up,
a
but-
bullet and shakes it when you hear a little bit of the black powder.
Ooh, right. Okay, no, we don't have any of that kind of dirt. It's just regular dirt, but that's what we eat because there's grubs in them.
All right,
You know?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this has something to do with the fact that this is a natural cavern and not like a flat, shiny surface, maybe.
Well, I don't know if you're right, but it's true. What you're saying is that this is not a shiny natural surface, so at least you're right about what you're saying. I think you're getting somewhere.
Fair enough.
So,
That's what the Queen always told us. If you're right about one thing, keep going. You might be right about other things.
That's really good advice.
so if we were to compare the features of this room to the actual cradle, the temple here, this is all rather natural. There's no straight lines or right angles or crystals. And you said that
Yeah, we don't have any of those way
No.
too bright crystal lamps things. It's nice, and we got mood lighting in here, which is for us none at all.
None at all.
could you point out the point on the wall that the dog could not pass?
Well, it isn't so much that he couldn't pass it, but like he just doesn't. So you've seen him just kind of like appear, right? Like
Yes.
you've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that too. He doesn't do that in here, and so I don't know why he doesn't. As I said, one time he tried to chase us into this room, and he could have got in, but he got a little bit stuck when he was pushing through on the wall, and he retreated and hasn't ever come back since then. So I also think that he's not that interested in us, really. And I don't know why, but we don't want to really test those waters, to be honest with you.
And you shouldn't, no. This is
No.
a beast you cannot hope to match. I
Definitely not.
in my humble opinion, I believe you and your cohorts should not be here. You should be with your queen outside.
Well, we're adventurers. We're thrill seekers, and we're curious. And well, this is a place for curiosity, so it feels. Don't you feel that in your bones? That curiosity just seems to permeate through. It's soft. There's some other worse feelings on top of it, but I think at one point this was a place for curiosity, and that's why we're here. We tried to save for the other one that came through here, but he just kept running. I don't know what happened to him. He should have listened to us. He's probably dead too.
What was this other one? What did it look like?
He was a weird guy. I think
Gonna
I
have to
think
narrow it
it's
down.
like you, and he points to Amir, like closest to you, right? What you called a what? A human? A human?
It's close enough, a human.
Right, yeah. Looked the most like you, although his skin was a lot darker than yours. But other than that, you guys look kind of the same build and frames and all that kind of thing. he was wearing, what was interesting though, right, is he had all those like gear signs on him like the old dead ones have in here. So, but his clothes weren't old and dead. Neither was he. He's young and alive.
This exposition bat is fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. I studied in exposition. I got my doctorate in it.
Oh, Dr. Best.
Well, I don't. It's not accredited school, so I don't get too excited. But I got it online.
Well, you know what? As long as you went through the process, I'm impressed, honestly. But
So anyway, yeah, he. All I know is he was heading towards the crystal orb. That's further into the temple. You know, it's interesting thing too about that is that dog like thing. It doesn't seem too much like that crystal orb either. It doesn't. I mean, I don't know, but he never appears around there. So maybe there's something about it he doesn't like. I don't know. He seems to like all the other crystals, so it doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't study in dog studies, only exposition.
Castle One has got some way of holding the dog at bay, it seems.
Well, no, because that was before even Akasawana. Is that the name of the Uman that you think came through here?
Yeah.
No, the doggy was afraid of the crystal room orb thing before that even got here. So I don't know, but that's where he went. So maybe he's safe there. Well, probably not. There's nowhere safe in this place. That's why we're here, because we're adventurers, risk takers, right?
Yes, I can feel the spirit of adventure just bubbling off of him.
Yeah, right. I mean, we just tend to be able to scuttle away quick enough to get away from the beast, and he just doesn't seem to be too worried about us. So, really, it's the old dead things that we're really worried about. But I think that, you know, we all have different anxieties, and they're all valid. You know.
Totally, I 100% agree. I mean, speaking of adventurers...
Such a self-aware.
Well, but yes, my name is Beth.
I assume you've been around here for a good while. Have you happened to drawn any maps that we could possibly use to help us on our way?
Well, we're not so good at that, but I can tell you that this whole thing is kind of built not quite symmetrical, but closely symmetrical. I do know what that means. Don't ask me how I know it, but I know it.
Probably some university studies.
Yeah, I think it was the math course that I had to take. But I got a lot of help in that. I got tutored. Anyway, I'm losing the thread here. What I'm trying to say is that, so you came in that main room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's the two straight exits right on the left and right. I think it looks like you guys came from the northern one. And that just goes to the window overlook. And then there was the little bit of study, or not a study, but... a barracks, if you will, some quarters. But on the other side, the hall that's opposite of that's quite similar. It just leads to a window and some storage area. Not much to be said there, right? That's just the opening chambers of this place. But if you go south and you take the the eastern south. I'm not good with directions. No. Ever said what? That's how I remember it.
Never eat sour watermelons.
That makes more sense, actually. I had a hard time remembering my mnemonic, and that makes it easier, actually. Anyways, to the southeast, there's a big worship hall down there. A big, pretty casket, right? I said, lots of, if you were a kind of, but like if you're a treasure hunter, that's where I would go. It's far too big for us to carry, and we're not too worried about it. Although that is where we did find that ring that we gave to our queen that she must have given to you, because we trust you implicitly and have no backup questions for how you acquired that ring.
Oh, good.
If you have it, you must be king. So, King, would you like some mud pies and some hot dirt
No.
for dinner?
No.
All right. What? No. Thank you for what information you were able to provide. Guys, what? Like Asuvu, where I was the first one in here. Where did she go?
I'll just go over here and prepare the dirt while you guys catch up, alright? Sorry, King.
Yep. Who was the last one with eyes on Asuvu?
Was it me or was it?
I think it was you, actually.
Yeah.
It was Bruce.
No, I thought it was Bruce, but actually I think because of turnover that it was, because you ran,
Yeah.
and just because the turn order, you ran past Jules, and Jules is the one that
I like
saw
tipped my
her
hat at her. And
Yeah, you were both the last two, but yeah, like the last moment of almost a farewell was Jules.
She broke formation. She gave a tactical diversion, and his shoulders kind of slope at this. He's like, she drew the beast away, down the other corridor, so we could slip through.
Okay, well, I mean, she might still be out there. I mean, it's awesome she, diverted the beast's attention, but, I mean, we tucked off into a random little hidey hole. There's nothing to say she couldn't, and apparently there's no magic or anything preventing the dog from getting in here. So who's to say that there couldn't be a conveniently piled set of rubble with a hole behind it she found?
Well, as I understand it, we have charges here that we have to take into consideration. As much as I would like to, we also don't have any resources. And I want to go out there, but are you in any shape? Is this group in any shape to go back out there?
George looks around at you guys with his completely full health. I'm down some spells, but I mean, you guys look more beat up than I do.
I think. I mean, we can go back out there if you want to, but I can go ahead and tell you there's not going to be anything left. That thing was on top of her.
Now, I mean, like I said, I was the first one in here, so I didn't see anything, but I thought you said she ran away and gave us the diversion, not that she was getting her flesh eaten underneath the dog. Those are two very different scenes.
And that's kind of where Bruce his heart breaks at that, because he didn't see that. He saw, what he saw was her running down the corridor. But as Emily, as Jules was the last one in, she saw that last second,
Listen, I didn't see her go down. She still was running. But that thing got her in the back. And I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up. Let's regroup. Let's get our bearings. And then we can go look for her. But
I agree. I am running out of reagents. This hound put a great stress on my supplies and my it whooped us all, and I don't think we should rush out there and try to find the Suvu, because we are here We accomplished our mission. We are safe here for now. If she is safe somewhere, we can go look for her once we are at 100%.
Well, look, I'm a pragmatist. I'm a survivor. Gotta be in Alkenstar, right? You guys are more beat up than me, but I am down some spells I could certainly use, because we're gonna have to brave the rest of this freaking place at some point, either way. But until we know, I mean, we gotta. And he's like trying to calm himself at the same time as being very impassioned about this. But it's like, until we know that she's dead, we gotta get ourselves collected, and we gotta see. She could be out there hurt, but tucked away somewhere. We can't just give up on her.
No one's saying that to give up on her. I think that we need to regroup, recover, and then we can go and check. Now, if it makes you feel any better, she was the one that was most capable around these types of ruins. She might have found something that we weren't aware of, a secret passage just like this one. You're not sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once we actually can recover, then she's priority.
All right.
Excuse me, sire. I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you like your dirt soft or crispy?
Wait, look.
I know you're
Thank
dealing
you.
with a lot, but I'm just trying to make sure you get
We
fed.
we don't eat dirt.
Oh, why didn't you say that? What do you eat?
Food?
We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that.
No, we're
unfortunately.
straight out of that. No.
Okay, all right. Sorry, sire. I'll see if I can find something. No, go. You do. Get back to what you were saying. It seemed really important. I'm sorry to interrupting. Bye.
Heavy sits the crown. All right, look, let's get some rest. I mean, it's not like there's much to entertain us in here. Get your faculties, get your health up, get prepared, because we do need to roll up. And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. We do need the resources and the recuperation. But, I mean, if we're taking a rest to heal up, I mean, won't the dog be as well? Also, I'm not really a damage dealer. I was keeping you guys alive the best as I could. I've got to trust you guys. We're a team. Realistically, like, how much of a hurting did we put on the dog? Were we even close? Or are we going to go out there tomorrow and do this shit all over again with a fully healed up fucking dog with one less party member?
It's not good odds anyway you look at it. But I mean, would you rather go out there, all of us hurt, and
I'm not
encounter something
suggesting
else?
we go out. I'm asking you, as the damage professionals, how much did you hurt the fucking dog?
I mean, I didn't see a bar over its head, but, like, I think we got a good fucking lick in on it.
Yeah, the strikes did have a bit of a give to it. I think it's definitely sore, for sure.
It seemed like it was hurt.
Okay, good.
But the first time we fought it, it seemed like it was hurt as well. So, but then it just vanished. So that might be what it. That it's its MO. It just comes in when we are down to see if it can pick us off, and once it gets hurt, it can just run away. So, we need to be smart.
Yeah, it's a dog. It's a fucking scavenger. All right. Well, do what you gotta do. Maybe we can rustle up some kind of grub.
I always come prepared.
Yeah, it's just like, don't worry, I have the food.
Always meal prepped.
Are you the jester? Human?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you're the only other human here.
The jester?
Well, I don't know what position you hold in the King's Court, but you say you got
yes.
food. So do you want some of our reserve dirt for seasoning?
Wow.
I mean, I will sample your dirt for later occasions. Maybe it has some
It's
perfect qualities.
I know everyone says this, but our dirt is really good.
All right.
All right.
We make it from our special blend of guano and dirt. It's delicious.
Well, let me see. Where is it?
Okay.
Just take a bite of it. See what alchemical properties you get out of it.
So, do you want to take some?
Yes.
Okay.
And I take a little tiny itty bitty bite.
All right. Roll a crafting check.
On the dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
I'm expecting
that's
something
like an alchemy
alchemical.
check,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Come on, good rolls. It's all right. 25.
Yeah. You taste it, kind of switch it around in your mouth a little bit. Get a feel for its qualities.
Yeah.
You know, look, we've all eaten dirt before when we were kids, right?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I was perfectly clean.
I made great mud pies.
It has some of that. It does taste like clean dirt, if that makes sense. You know, like it's got real minerally quality to it. It's like rich soil, you know. And your particular study of being a Kyurgeon, you know that if you took a spoonful of this, there'd be some healing qualities to it. In which case, I'm providing you I'm providing 4 serums of healing, or whatever they're called, elixirs of life.
Nice. Dirt
from
potion.
their reserve. Yeah, dirt potions.
That's hilarious.
So let's see. I think. Wait, there's like potions of healings, right? That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, you're not going to believe this. This dirt is magic dirt.
So
I asked them if they had special dirt.
Maybe that's why the dog can't come in here, because a few fucking rocks outside the door doesn't make any sense.
I think it
It's
does.
not outside the door. It's inside the door, in that little hallway. That is
where the
straight.
glass or the
yeah.
crystal.
Where there was that curtain.
I think it's the flat plane. Like that's
Oh.
either the flat plane or the like corners that it intersects. This is just Emily thinking here. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
it can also be Jules too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
She's an
Jules is
inventor.
smarter than you, I think,
Oh yeah,
so.
definitely, definitely.
I mean, she's an inventor. So they're going to count as healing potion lessers, y'all. So it's pretty good. I'm putting them in your
Yes.
stash now.
Yeah, these are gonna be good.
Hey, Jules, also don't sleep on the bat guano. People
Yeah.
make gunpowder out of that.
I was going to like say like, can we?
Well,
Can we get
let's
some
say
of your
that-
poop?
Can I get some of that
Yeah,
poop?
like that could be the crafting materials that you need to make your ammo, right? Like,
Okay, gotcha.
I'm down with that. So there is one
All right,
thing
peasants, shit in this jar.
So there is something to pass the time. There is the grimoire that Bruce has been reading from. But before we get into that, Bruce, you know, there's all this going on with the Suvu. There's that's like present in your mind, I'm sure. But also like you've come to find out that this used to be a like epicenter for Bry worship, you know, that this was a shining beacon of invention and clockwork and discovery and learning. And then what you know now is that they've excised its existence out of the Bree faith and deemed everything heretical, right?
Yeah.
Because of the 13th Ordinal, which is a person who wrote the book that you're getting this information from. You know, and you've seen these that it's been desecrated because these priests are undead, you know, heretics. What is Bruce feeling right now as he opens this book to dig deeper into the history that is kind of maybe changing his worldview.
So he's looking for meaning. He's looking for truth. He's looking for He's looking for a reason that would the gap filler. He's looking for the gap filler, really, because there's things that don't add up. There's inconsistencies here as to what the temple has been has deemed on this site versus what we are seeing and what we are reading about. Now, at some point, something did happen, and there are arrows pointing in a way that would lead us to think maybe like the 13th Ordinal. At some point, something happened, but we don't know yet. We have no clue. Just because of the fact that the only information that we have on the 13th Ordinal so far is struck from the record, rumors and basically a journal that is describing the events of Harcourt the Fisher, and this is more information than what we've had, beforehand. I mean,
right. So how does Bruce feel about that as the ticking of the hammer of Harcourt's hammer sits next to you?
There's echoes there. There's absolutely echoes there. And for him, it's kind of like, well, this place was so hard to find for Harcourt, and we managed to practically stumble on it, making our way to it.
Well, but you had coordinates for where it is because Harcourt discovered it, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had coordinates. Yeah, so thankfully, because we had coordinates, it was much easier than what's it called? Than
Harcourt just discovered it,
right?
Random. He wasn't even looking for it.
He was trying to escape Kolos, if I recall, right?
Right, and then he came back and told Bry, and they came and settled it and turned it into a temple. Right. And so, again, the history's there. How is Bruce feeling about it?
Yeah. So, you got the book in your hand. You're about to open it and
read
it for the night.
Is Bruce nervous to read more about this, or is he desperate to read more about it? What's his mindset?
He's a mixed bag here, because as he's learning more about it, it's become there seems to be more consistencies. Now, through his faith, he knows that the truth is everything. And I mean, he feels compelled to continue reading from this book, but at the risk of having a crisis of faith, possibly. We don't. I mean, it's still unsure. He's uncertain, but he's got purpose. I mean, he wants to read this.
Yeah, and how does he? He is a champion of Bry. He's here at this desecrated temple. Is he starting to feel the call of Bry at all here?
I would feel that ever since he's been approaching the entrance of the cradle, that there has been almost this kind of mystical hum, or of just kind of or the air just feels different. You know what I mean?
I'll say that as you're contemplating this and before you start reading, you do start to notice that the metronome of the hammer has gotten in sync with the clicking of your heart. Those are in the same tempo. Yeah.
And we're back.
Years passed, and the cradle of quartz flourished in ways Harcourt himself could scarcely have imagined. What had begun as a humble sanctuary carved into the cliffs of the Spellscar Desert slowly grew into one of the greatest centers of invention the world had ever known. The narrow footpaths worn smooth by Harcourt and his first companions widened into stone thoroughfares lined with workshops whose open doors rang from sunrise until long after dusk with the familiar cadence of hammer on bronze. Some came seeking knowledge, others sought inspiration. Many arrived burdened with little more than a single impossible idea and a quiet hope that somehow Bry might help them discover the next step. Few ever left unchanged. The cradle had become more than a holy place. It had become a living testament to Harcourt's faith, where invention was offered as worship and every finished creation stood as another verse in the endless hymn to the Lady of Bronze. It was into this thriving sanctuary that Droxelos first arrived. No great procession announced him, no prophecy foretold his coming. He stepped from an ordinary airship carrying a weathered satchel, a traveler's staff polished smooth by years of use, and an easy smile of someone who had spent much of his life among strangers. Those who met him remembered very little of that first day. And Bruce, as you are reading this in meeting Droxelos, you know that Droxelos is the 13th Ordinal. And so that's in your mind as you're trying to comprehend this and take it in. But this is clearly well before he was known as that. Anyway, Dockhand recalled that he insisted on helping unload supplies before tending to his own belongings. An elderly pilgrim would later tell anyone who asked that Cog Droxelos had walked beside her the entire journey from the landing platform, matching her slow pace without ever once making her feel as though she were delaying him. Individually, these were forgettable kindnesses, but together, they became the beginning of a reputation. In time, people stopped remarking on how often they found Droxelos wandering the workshops, libraries, and prayer halls. He rarely came with a purpose anyone could identify, and he seldom stayed long in any one place. He simply drifted through the life of the cradle as naturally as the desert wind that carried the morning bells through its crystal halls. He listened. Perhaps that was his greatest gift. Inventors spoke endlessly of mechanisms, clockwork, and impossible designs, but few had ever found someone who seemed genuinely interested in the dreams that had inspired those creations in the first place. Droxelos was. One afternoon, he found a young inventor sitting alone outside her workshop, surrounded by tiny brass gears and springs that glittered like scattered coins beneath the afternoon sun. Resting in her lap was a delicate automaton no taller than her forearm, its polished legs frozen midway through another failed attempt at walking.
It still refuses,
she sighed before he had spoken a single word.
I've rebuilt the joints 3 times. Every calculation is correct.
Droxelos inspected the little construct carefully, turning it over in his hands with quiet admiration.
It was beautifully made. It doesn't matter if it cannot walk,
he smiled.
When you first imagined it, what did you hope it would become?
The young woman frowned, surprised by the question. No instructor had ever asked about the dream. They had measured tolerances, corrected angles, debated balance and leverage, but no one had asked what she had imagined before Brass ever touched the workbench.
She began, almost embarrassed by the answer. I wanted it to dance.
For a long moment, Droxelos simply admired the little machine. Then he returned it to her.
Perhaps you have spent so much time teaching it to walk that you have forgotten how to teach it to have joy.
He wished her well and continued on his way. Weeks later, pilgrims gathered outside her workshop to watch a tiny brass dancer spin effortlessly across a polished table, its movements so graceful that laughter and applause often followed each performance. When people congratulated the young inventor, she thanked Bry for the inspiration that had finally carried her through the problem. She never thought to mention the question that had started it all. Stories like this and like that became strangely common. An aging clockmaker who had quietly resigned himself to believing his greatest work lay decades behind him unveiled a new escapement unlike any the cradle had seen before. A young priest who feared his prayers had become little more than a habit, rediscovered a joy in his calling that others could not help but notice. Apprentices abandoned safe designs in favor of bolder ideas. Master craftsmen who had spent years refining familiar mechanisms began experimenting once again, embracing failure with the same enthusiasm that they had possessed in their youth. The remarkable thing was that Droxlos never claimed credit for any of it. He offered no lectures, he sought no recognition, he never lingered long enough to watch another's success unfold, and if someone thanked him for his counsel, he accepted their gratitude with quiet humility before gently turning the conversation back toward their own accomplishments. It was easy to believe he simply enjoyed seeing others succeed. The senior clergy certainly believed so. They thanked Bry often for sending them such a thoughtful servant, one whose compassion seemed as boundless as his curiosity. More than once, the High Cog remarked that Droxlos possessed the rare ability to remind people why they had fallen in love with the invention in the first place. No one realized that something else had begun to change as well. It started, as so many things do, with a simple conversation. Several priests and artisans had gathered upon one of the terraces overlooking the cradle after evening prayers. The desert sun had slipped through the western horizon, and the last rays of light passed through the great crystal formations that crowned the mountain, scattering ribbons of amber and violet across the stone beneath their feet. They spoke first of routine matters, the arrival of new pilgrims, an ambitious irrigation engine nearing completion, an apprentice whose latest experiment had ended with considerably more enthusiasm than success. Eventually, as conversations often do in the cradle, they found themselves speaking of Harcourt. One of the younger priests gazed toward the mountain and smiled.
I've often wondered why Bry chose this place.
And the answers came easily, because Harcourt found it, because the geode inspires invention, because it is sacred, and each answer was met with quiet agreement. They were all true. Only then did someone turn to Droxlos.
And what do you think, Brother Cog?
Droxlos looked toward the mountain for a long moment before answering.
I think you've all spoken wisely.
The conversation might have ended there. Instead, he smiled the way one does before asking a friend for help, understanding something.
What was it that made it sacred?
Silence settled over the terrace. An older priest answered first.
Bry blessed it, undoubtedly.
Droxlos nodded.
But when Bry blesses one of her faithful with the inspiration to build a better engine, we do not simply celebrate the invention.
He looked towards the workshops below, where lanterns still burned in windows despite the late hour.
We study it, we learn from it, we ask how it works, so that one day we might build something even greater.
His eyes drifted back toward the mountain.
I often wondered why we treat one of her greatest gifts any differently.
No one argued. No one took offense. Indeed, the question seemed almost obvious once it had been spoken aloud. The conversation wandered elsewhere before long, yet something of it lingered behind. In the days that followed, an apprentice asked whether the unusual properties of the crystal should be recorded with greater care. A visiting scholar proposed organizing generations of observations into a single archive. Priests found themselves debating whether understanding the nature of a miracle might itself be another way of honoring its creator. No doctrine had changed. No line had been crossed. The prayers offered within the cradle were the same prayers they had always been. And yet, like the slow and patient growth of crystal beneath the mountain, a new idea had begun to take shape, so subtle that no one noticed it forming until it had already become part of the foundation beneath their feet. No one remembered who had asked the first question. Only, somehow, everyone had begun asking it.
I just imagine the Undertaker walking out every time he
So what does Bruce think after reading that? First of all, does Bruce share this with the group?
Yes, absolutely he would.
It's like a bedtime story.
Yeah. So he's all right. Settle down, kids. Let's go ahead and just.
What
it's
need
story
has
time.
royalty of these fanciful tales?
And so anyway, he's definitely like been focused on the story and the heart of this.
Quite. The King's Guard is about to tell a story.
Well, at the heart of this is a theological debate, and it asks a profound question, and that question, as rooted in many stories like it, is the question of why. And this seems to be rooted into the why is this location sacred? Why is this venerated why not studied and improved upon? And I can't help but wonder. And this chapter has everything in it that every Brigite would want to celebrate. They would want to venerate.
This chapter has everything.
And at the center of it, he is asking, is there a way to improve Brig's design? But then that's going to lead to another question of, well, whose authority to do that? Who is that right? It's the morality behind it. And I'm beginning to think that the person that was referenced in this book, this Droxolos, is I think that's the architect, the person behind the 13th Ordinal. And there's wisdom in here, I feel. And I mean, why are we choosing ignorance over inquiry? I mean, he was just behaving like a true
faith
inventor.
Over inquiry?
You don't understand. That's the whole point with Brig, is faith is inquiry.
Well, let's keep inquiring as to what the hell is going on.
This whole time that you've been like kind of relating this chapter and everything, Jules kind of glosses over and like she's listening, but like, God, she's tired and we've been through some bullshit and just religion in general doesn't really.
It's like this all has to do with some
listen to the
religion.
700 Club over here.
Yeah, she's over there just cleaning her gun, like.
Oh God. Okay.
George, on the other hand, listens intently and like furrowed brows the whole time. And after about 45 seconds of like trying to suss some stuff out, he's like, "What does this have to do with fucking cheese?"
He's trying to find.
That's where they lost.
That's the truth of the whole matter. Is we're trying to find the cheese. We're all just rats in a maze. Don't you get it?
Oh,
You can
shit.
make cheese out of milk. It's not hard.
But I'm not seeing what everybody else is seeing. Am I crazy here? You know, and at this point, like he's giving you the full breadth of the chapter, just so y'all understand. Like, I'm not crazy here. This is. Would you strike this from the record?
I mean, I assume we're only about, a quarter away through the book. So we get to the juicy climax and betrayal later.
Well, I keep trying to change. I keep trying to move to the next chapter, but it's not written yet. It just is whenever I get to a campfire.
That's the name of this thing.
from listening, it does seem like this 13th Ordinal, this unassuming man who walked the halls of this place, just enriching everyone's life with his just talking. That just doesn't sit right with me, you know. He asks for nothing. He only wants the enrichment of others, you know, that is all well and good. I expect to see that in you know, a priest of some kind, but I don't know. I just don't like him. I guess that's why, you know.
I think that might be the cynic in you.
The cynic, yes. I mean, it could be, but I've read a lot of fantasy novels in my time, and this is setting it up for this man to be the villain.
I've seen the tropes.
Yes.
I'll say the Nycteras are all deeply enthralled as
They're
you're
eating
telling the story,
popcorn dirt.
even though they don't understand any of it. You know, they're just like,
Oh, right, yeah. No, he's the bad guy. Wait, what's his name again? What is a clockwork?
you know,
Another one's like, pass the crispy dirt.
But I feel like something that he doesn't say, and that is in his own internal workings, is that he's thinking to himself of, like, you know, looking. I mean, kind of like taking in so far everything from this book so far. Like, there's these echoes of how Bruce and Harcourt, you know, I mean, like, but Bruce was killed by a mutant Kolos, and in the same wastes here, you know, and that he's now wielding this hammer, this metronomic hammer, that in the location where it's supposed to be. Like,
he
how
also
do you
has
not draw?
He
the
also
conclusion?
has a mechanical heart,
And he has a mechanical
Yeah.
heart.
Destiny.
You know?
that he believes Bree put inside of him.
I mean, at this point, it was like...
Right? Isn't that what he believes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, it's become much more fervent. His belief has become much more fervent at this point, because everything... He's being rewarded for everything that he's doing at this point, you know, and just at this point, he feels like nothing can stop his mission.
Yeah. Well, reinvigorated, he goes to sleep.
Yeah. I'm glad
after
somebody's
reading this.
feeling chipper. you know?
But yeah, we cut to the morning, right? Like everybody gets their food. Bruce is kind of like becoming enthralled with the tendrils of destiny a little bit. And, you know, Jules is just like, I can't wait to get back home. I don't know why I'm here. And
little
then
bit.
Amir, here's the thing for you, Amir, is that, like, Pookie.
Okay.
That was
like,
a
what?
pause.
That's a long pause.
You know,
That was.
Pookie
Is cheese.
starts breathing into the same rhythm as the hammer.
Pookie is Brig. Oh my God.
What?
I mean, don't necessarily read too much into that, but like,
He swallowed a quartz crystal is what happened.
Pookie's here, and while he's still kind of gathering his strength, you know, he was watching Bruce tell the story, right? And right now, as he's sleeping, he just seems to be in the tempo of the hammer,
Okay.
right? And then you start having nightmares of all of your previous lives.
Oh, super.
And
Top 10.
you wake up and Pookie is like right on your chest, looking at you eyeball to face, and his rhythm is like purposely off of the hammers.
Okay.
And then you like fall back asleep because it's all this like phase, you know, like you wake up like, and you're kind of in this haze and you fall back to sleep with these vague memories of this, of your dreams, Pookie's falling out of time with the hammer, and you're just kind of a little unsettled, you know?
Yeah.
George wakes up, and I need you to tell me what George is feeling about all this and doing and what he wants to do with his morning. You wake up before anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, this might even tie into before he goes to sleep. I don't know. But you used the term that kind of resonated with me a little bit, just thinking about moving forward, the tendrils of fate, right? And George has had this like cosmic revelatory experience. He's changed his life to try to understand and learn the Harrow as a tool. And I think, you know, it's not so much a like, you know, Zen Buddhist meditation thing, but he does roll out his mat, you know, start trying to just like use his Harrow cards, dealing them out just to study, kind of get in that a flow state, you know, and expand his consciousness. Like literally, I think for the first time in an active way, he feels like he can kind of just like lose himself and expand and almost feel further out around him, right? As though the Harrow and his connection to the cosmos is an antenna, right? And he can feel that, like, make contact with his allies, and he can feel the sonder of like their life being equally large, and in terms of sort of fate and the things they're tied into, even larger than his, maybe, right? And expanding beyond that, almost as though he's thinning into a plane, right? Trying to reach himself as far out into the forces and feelings and energies of the cosmos as he can. And at the core of that, he's reaching out for, to him, something he doesn't understand, but he knows there's a missing link somewhere with the Hound of Tyndalos, right? He knows that's an otherworldly thing, and he knows the key to getting his friends safely through that is better understanding wherever that comes from and whatever energies it brings to bear on his friends. And he's reaching out as well and hoping maybe he can feel the life essence of Asuvu and get any indication whether she's alive or where, if not, where her body might be, so if nothing else, they can retrieve her, you know? I mean, he's got a lot going on, but all of it is kind of almost brought down in a weird way to a pinhead, but then jettisoned out in every direction into the cosmos, you know?
Well, damn.
Cool.
Pretty damn insightful.
That's how he's
there.
envisioning it, you know?
Spreading
I'm
out
just
your
a-
awareness.
I'm just over here cranking my light, man.
Microdosing DMT, man.
What you cranking over there?
My light.
Okay. So you're taking all that and putting it into your morning
Well,
heroin.
he's doing his morning preparations as
Right.
well.
All right. Before we get to the cards that you draw, let's get into you trying to connect back to the cosmos that Mr. Fly showed you through the carpet, right? And okay, I'm gonna need 2 rolls.
Come on.
All right, because you're specifically trying to reach out and have a better understanding of what this creature is, right? That's Hound of Tyndalos and what it's chasing you down and all that kind of stuff, right? All right, so I want you to give me an occultism check, and it's gonna be, I'll give it to you at a +5, no questions asked, just for using the rogue. But if you want to push out further, I'll give it to you with a +10. But there will be a will save associated with that roll as you start to touch the ends of
the incomprehensible.
Reality.
Yeah, you start
Yeah.
to brush upon eternity, you know.
Well, we're
Yeah.
going to do
Handle it.
that one. That's
I
the
figured you
fun
might.
option.
I
Yeah.
figured you might.
All right, but this has got to specifically be occultism, not bardic lore.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Well, thank God we just got new hero points. All right, and we'll just add the +10 after.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty bad.
You can do a hero point.
Yeah, I think we're going to hero point that because I rolled a 6 on the die.
Yeah.
For real, for real. Come on.
I rolled 2 6s on the die.
Ah,
Jesus.
No, that's
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's 9. So that
Well,
took up.
to
So
a
that brings it
21.
to a
Well, 31.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll get some information. Okay. You'll get one question that you can ask specifically about the clause. But I need a will save as well.
oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And I burned my hero point. Great. Can't roll above a 10 to save my life today. That's a 19.
It's a critical fail.
It's a critical
Can,
fail?
can I
Oh,
give
great.
him? Can I give him?
Nah, the results already know.
Oh
No,
yeah.
he should know. So we figured out he can know. Well, I guess he should know if it's a critical fail or not. But
That's your fault, though.
yeah, I haven't told him what the
The
what
effect
happens.
is.
Yeah.
The effect is. So
Yeah,
he
we're
can
not
still use
battle,
it.
you know, we're not.
He can still use it.
I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Take my hero.
Ooh, Adam's like, yeah, there's 2 hero points. God.
Yeah,
It's
just get
worth
rid
it
of
because this is gonna
everybody's.
it's gonna fix everything.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna fix everything.
What'd I say?
18 on the die for a 29.
Okay, that
Critical fail.
meets beats.
Ooh,
Damn.
Baby, damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
a regular
least beats?
success.
Yeah, because the 19 was a critical fail, right?
Yeah, like it's impossible for me to, without natural 20, to get a critical.
Right. Okay. So a lot of things happen. Let's start with the question you have about the clause of time. All right. First of all, this is what I'll give you before you ask a specific question. You do know, indeed, that this is a Hound of Tindalos, but it's a specific type. You know, this is a specific Hounds of Tindalos named the Claws of Time. And let's see, what else do I want to give you for free? Like, all right, so what's happening is you're kneeling on the rug or sitting Indian style, whatever, cross-legged, however you want to be sitting.
crisscross
Whatever.
applesauce.
In a yoga downward dog, however you do it. You are kind of like, your consciousness is kind of projected out into the cosmos, right? And you are concentrating while you're floating through everything and nothing all at the same time on the image of this Hound of Tindalos that has been harrying you, you know? And so what question are you, what are you trying to see in it?
I'm trying to better understand how it does what it does. I think the more pragmatic, if you're a battle commander type person, the more pragmatic thing is, how do I defeat it? I think that's the ultimate goal, but to get there, I feel like we need understanding of how it does what it does. So that to me is more special abilities, you know?
Okay. So what
Sorry,
I'm going to
gang,
tell
but
you,
it's what I'm curious about.
well,
Yeah, man.
I'm answering you're getting the answer to the question, both of you, in the sense, you know, it's the same answer.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, the illusion of choice. Here we go.
Well,
Go ahead. I'm just joking, man.
so like I said, I would answer, if you want to know what it's weak to, I'll tell you, and I'm only going to give you one special ability. So it has no weaknesses mechanically, but a special ability that it does have, which is very important. And so you see this, you see it, you're almost looking like a top-down version of the cradle, as if it was like a 3D model with no ceiling, right? So you're seeing all these channels and everything. And you're seeing, yeah, and you're seeing yourselves fighting it and everything. And you see that it just like every time it pops into existence, it comes in at a corner or like a
Like an
angle. Mm-hmm. And it has to be like a solid angle, right? Like, and that you're concentrating on weakness, and this image comes to you. This black spiral starts to form above the top of this representation of the cradle that you're looking down on. This black spiral. It's like starts spinning almost like a hurricane, but not as violent, but it does have like lightning going on inside the black smokiness that's spiraling around it. And you feel your mind almost being pulled towards the center of that spiral like a black hole, you know, and you feel yourself being pulled. And so with the success, you're going to take 4d6 mental damage.
Good lord.
Okay. That sucks.
God, starting off with a fucking headache.
Yeah.
So 18 points of mental damage to start your day.
All right.
And then but you resist it, right? You resist being pulled into it, and you can roll me a bardic lore on this. We'll see if you recognize what this is.
Okay. All right, 11 on the die for a 25.
Okay. You, given what all you saw, you know, when you saw the cosmos, you understood that there are outer gods out there.
Yeah. Okay.
And this black spiral is either representative or is one of those outer gods that is hovering over this, okay? And you just hear in your soul, it feels like it's trying to pull you apart just hearing the name of it.
Yog Sothoth.
Nice.
And then,
Nice.
then it kind of, that spiral starts to round over the Hound of Tyndalos, and you see the Hound of Tyndalos kind of shrink back into itself, and you understand that if you can fight this thing in a round room, if you can lure it into a round room, that it will be weakened to where you can fight it, and it's trapped. It has no angles to
Run
get away.
And
Yeah.
Yes, let's find us a round room, baby.
And that also explains the mystery that was peeving me a little bit. The cave that we're in has no angles
Yeah.
to speak of. It's
Yeah.
all rounded
Yes.
corners, or rounded
And with that,
stuff. Yeah.
we'll see you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yog
we
Sothoth
got
was
our
like
arena.
such a more metal answer than the Pharasma I expected.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you said it pretty cool too.